this is even a study session by now, there's much to unpack after the awkward episode. Your mind is thrown into unease, the air littering into you both. What? Fluttering, tense. Kaminari remains silent, eyes blown wide, glistening under his actions, his finger gripping the pencil in his hand as he dozed off to his own anxious thoughts. Sorry, my mic sound is going haywire. I'm sorry. You wanted to speak up, but words at the tip of your tongue did not seem good enough to utter, at least, not without risking more discomfortment. You simply looked down, your heartbeat accelerating, body heating up, comprehending your next move. Perhaps I should just leave. I don't think I could handle another awkward situation, you think to yourself, glancing over to Kaminari, who still kept his gaze low. He looks at it. I don't think he can even focus after that. Hey, you started, avoiding looking into his eyes, briefly looking over to the door. I think I should leave, you said quickly. Standing up, Kaminari's face didn't quite look happy. Talking in your words, he simply nodded, slipping a noise of agreement, which, to your dismay, sounded dull. You should forget about it. I, don't think you meant that, right? Right? Hearing no response, you turned back, thinking about swiftly taking your leave. However, the moment your fingers come into contact with the handle, you hear him approach you, slamming you into the door, tilting your foot? I don't know. His chest heaves, pressing himself into you, his breath touching your neck. You feel him trying to numb your movements, shocked into stillness. I'm sorry, I can't let it go. He breathlessly chants, his face lowered into yours, softly inhaling your scent. What are you doing? Let go, Kaminari. This isn't okay. You struggled, but he's quick to stop. Please, you have to listen to me. I just can't pretend it doesn't matter, he pleaded. He takes a moment to calm himself. I'm in love with you. I know you might not believe me because I've said it so many times, but I really mean it, he confesses, resting his face in your neck, gently breathing in and out. I really love you, he said. In bewilderment, you remain quiet, soaked in his words. There's so much you have to ask, but words do not seem enough to express your intentions, your confusion. His confidence explains his advances, but does not one justify? He did not mean it ill, but it succeeded in making things between you quite awkward. Can you please turn around? You asked, counting the time he said sorry. You blinked, thinking over everything, unfortunately still not coming up with a proper reasoning. Even after taking off time to compose yourself, you and him have been friends since the first day at UA. In such short period of time, developing a rather deep bond, a platonic one from your side. You can understand where he's coming from. You both are around each other most of the time, but these feelings, odd to you. He's your friend, and you just cannot bring yourself to view him as a romantic partner, not just yet. You look in his eyes. He applauded, pale and worried. It didn't seem like him. It was uncharacteristic. You hesitant for a second, but take a step to start. I respect your feelings, but I don't think I'm ready for a romantic relationship. We're barely adults, you answered, moving your eyes away, feeling frightened. Anxiety with the sudden flip of events. I really like you as well, but we're still kids, training to be heroes. I'm sorry, I don't think right now is a good time to start a serious relationship. Kaminari sits still, unmoving, staring towards the ground with an empty gaze, lips sealed tight, eyes unblinking. You could imagine his reaction. You would be in disbelief yourself then. Started by his voice, you stared into his eyes. When should we start a relationship then? He asked, staring up from his seat. He breathes in a deep breath as if I want to be together as soon as possible. He chokes out, aggressively blinking back the tears. We have to be patient, Kaminari. He stares off into space, drinking in your bitter words. He wants to refuse, but he increases for a moment. All of a sudden, he smiles to himself. He gives you a fond grin, letting out a sigh of relief. Defeat. Moving his hand behind his neck, he awkwardly starts to speak. You are right, Yin. Good thing you are here to hold me back from doing anything reckless. He mews. What would I do without you? You smile, feeling the tension in the air dissolve, earning you an ounce of ease. Of course, I'm always going to be here for you, you said, smiling fondly. He returns back the gesture, his features soft and sad. There's a moment of silence. No sound. Nothing. Everything seems right. But at the same time, it didn't. I should really get going. My parents will get worried. I'll see you tomorrow, you said, walking out of the room, Kaminari slowly following behind you. Yeah, sure. Stopping at the entrance, you turn towards your friend, who takes his time to go near you. Well, see you tomorrow. He smiles, his hands stuck to his back, gazing at your figure. Turning your back, you grab the handle. However, it doesn't move. Oh, shit, it's locked. You can hear him behind you, his footsteps coming to a quiet stop. Your heartbeat paces up, dread drawing up upon you, your insides curling in themselves. As you slowly take the courage, you look back. Kaminari? You turn around, only to be met with a terrible sight of your friend holding up a bat in his hand, ready to swing it at your head. You can only stare into his petrified eyes as pain floods your senses, collapsing to the ground, feeling the world spin, your head coming to terms with the hard pain. You groan, feeling your vision blackening, noises ringing inside your ears. Maybe you should stay with me till then. You hear Kaminari utter, barely able to make it out. You can only think about how you're going to fight against your friend, with a possible conclusion, till you and I can be together.